Imagine a huge object, as big as a small mountain, suddenly showing up in our solar system. It came from the deep, dark space between stars. In this tale, top scientists tracked its route and discovered it started from a spot where nothing should be. This thing wasn't just floating by, it seemed to be watching us. Right now, in labs on 3 continents, experts in stars and space are doing something amazing. They're basically rewinding the universe. Using giant computer models, they're turning back time to follow the strange path of this visitor from another star system called 3 Eyelas in our story. If stories about space mysteries excite you and make you think, stick with us. Every dive into these ideas keeps the hunt for the unknown going strong. With each model and tough math problem, these scientists chase hidden clues through the black void, desperate to learn where this object really began. At the start of this story, it looked like a normal space find, maybe a comet kicked out from some far-off star group, set to zip through our area without harm. But when teams at NASA and the European Space Agency rebuilt its trip, the results didn't just question what we know about physics. They started to break it apart. Tracing 3 Eyelas, back over hundreds of thousands of years of space travel, the math doesn't hint at answers. It throws up a big riddle. The numbers won't act right. In the models, gravity pulls in wrong places. Paths don't bend where they have to. Something about this object's wild route through empty space doesn't match the rules of orbits we thought were rock solid. The further they go back, the more the universe fights an easy answer. The facts start to look less like luck and more like a plan. A note written in movement. A note that says, 3 Eyelas didn't stumble here by accident. Something or someone steered it. Something old, something on purpose. When 3 Eyelas first popped into our view in early 2025, star watchers followed the usual steps. They checked its speed, they mapped its approach angle, they crunched the numbers on its orbit to guess its starting point. But right away, things felt off. Its speed was way too fast. No normal comet, even one dropping from the far Oort cloud, could hit that pace. The angle was weird too. It dove in from the deep north of space, not the flat plane where planets circle the sun. This wasn't from nearby. It was a real outsider from the stars. By all rules, its path should be a smooth, expected curve, tugged by the sun's huge pull. It should veer from Jupiter or Saturn's gravity, but it didn't. It cut through our solar system's forces like a boat slicing water, ignoring the small pushes that shape every natural thing's way. Experts at Harvard and the European Southern Observatory ran the path backward. They fed their best computers every gravity pull, every nudge from sunlight, every tiny effect over thousands of years. What they saw shocked them. Going back across light years, 3 Eyelas didn't lead to a star, not an exploded star leftover or a baby star spot. It pointed straight to empty space 300 light years away, toward Ursa Major. That sky patch is famous for nothing. No planets, no young stars, no junk sources. Just cold, old dark, and a few weak red dwarfs too tired to make planets in billions of years. As one made-up star expert in our tale said, this starting spot makes no sense in chances. So, if 3 Eyelas didn't launch from a place nature could fling it, what did? The puzzle grew when they studied its exact route here. A natural rock or ice chunk from billions of years ago should drift like a bottle in the sea, bumped and bent by every star's gravity. Its path should be messy and random. But 3 Eyelas stayed straight. Not perfect straight, though. Models showed tiny curves in odd spots, small fixes against nearby stars' pulls, keeping it aimed right at us. Each tweak was soft, like a quiet whisper in space noise, but math-proof clear. Every model and back calc showed the same impossible fact. 3 Eyelas held its course against gravity's rules. Rocks don't do that. Avi Loeb, a math-sharp astronomer, crunched the odds in this story. The chance this path, start point, and fixes all happened by luck? About 1 in 50 million. So tiny that even careful doubters started wondering if nature alone fit what they saw. Like shuffling cards and getting perfect royal flushes 5 times straight. Possible, sure, but only a fool ignores a rigged deck. That's when the question shifted. Not what is 3 Eyelas, but who or what smart thing sent it. If 3 Eyelas's wild path was a puzzle, its arrival time was a creepy deep coincidence. In our story, this fact rules quiet talks at big observatories. It didn't show in some random time in history, not Roman days, not Renaissance, not factory boom. It came now. In the super short window, maybe 15, 20 years, when humans could finally spot it. For Earth's first 4.5 billion years, we were blind to this stuff. Eyes too weak, tools too basic. But with Pan-STARRS network on, new deep sky scanners, and soon Vera Rubin Observatory, we catch these dim, quick movers from outside. And like clockwork, as if answering our new skill, they showed up. First in this tale, Oumuamua in 2017, a quiet spinning oddball hard to label. Then Borisov in 2019, a more normal space comet, proving crossings happen. Now, 3 Eyelas, less than 10 years later, acting with clear purpose. 3 visitors in a few years, after billions of quiet. Stats say we should wait thousands, maybe tens of thousands of years between finds. Space is huge, our system a tiny bullseye. At Caltech, fake Dr. James Wheeler ran millions of models on object spreads. In over 99.9%, we'd see 0 in this short time. Odds of 3 from different ways in one lifetime, less than 1 in 100,000. Coincidence? Universe has wild stats. But what if not? What if something's been sending these for ages? Passing unseen for thousands of years, waiting till we built tools and aimed them right. This thinking leads to the next big question. How long has 3 Eyelas traveled, at its speed from 300 light-years empty spot? Teams figured the time. Answer chills every lab. It started 200,000 to 300,000 years ago. Picture that. When it left the dark, Homo sapiens were just starting in Africa. Not top yet. Painting caves with ash, learning big words, sparking early deep thoughts. If launched on purpose by smarts, they couldn't know we'd be here. No way to guess these small mammals on Blue Planet would build cities, radio, stargaze. No one's saying future seeing, but a smarter, patient idea. What if watching never ends? What if probes like this glide quiet through galaxy for millions or billions years? Sent not to one group, but any promising world. Long, cold trips with one rule. Wait till locals can spot them. That's what we'd do if we crack star travel, not guess smart worlds. Seed space with patient probes, one ready when eyes open. Maybe that's us now. Not random rock. End of old patient plan. We finally looked up after 300,000 years. At first, 3 Eyelas seemed like a dead thing. Just a cold, quiet, empty shell. Maybe a chunk of space junk, no matter how smartly guided. But then came the first weird sign, the first hint of life inside. As the James Webb Space Telescope, or JWST, locked its sharp mirrors on the object. For a long, deep look, star experts spotted something impossible. Soft, repeating shifts in its heat glow that weren't random. They beat like a drum, not like a spinning rock or flipping comet. It was a steady rhythm with exact math behind it. Every 93 seconds, the object let out a small heat change, too steady for luck, too neat for space junk. It wasn't a radio burst or a normal talk signal. It was odder, softer, a pattern woven into the object's own warmth. Teams worldwide rushed to check the facts. NASA, the European Space Agency, and solo researchers pumped the signal into smart AI systems built to spot hidden designs and messy data. What the AIs dug up was scary and lovely at once, clearly made on purpose. The beats weren't just looping. They were listing prime numbers. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, again and again. The clear mark of math, of smart minds. Suddenly, all old ideas fell apart. Rocks don't count primes. Ice doesn't beam numbers through space. Something in 3 Eyelas was awake. In our story, finding that prime loop, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, in the heat signal flipped the whole hunt. No more rock talk. Now it was about math. The science world didn't freak out. They got to work. First guess, this had to be natural, some new but real process. Space is huge, our know-how small. Job 1, find that process. Ideas crumbled not from panic, but from calm tests that bombed. First idea, simple echo from inside. Maybe the core bounced heat from the sun, but no. Echoes make one steady note, like a bell. Not climbing primes. That's not how echoes roll. Second, try heat swell. Maybe surface bits warming and cooling at odd speeds as it spun, making a beat, but flop. The spin was even, and 93 seconds too quick for slow heat shifts. Plus, heat stress is wild, not math-sharp primes. Last best shot, spin vibes, maybe like a natural star pulse, spin and magnet fields mixing fancy. Out, no strong energy, signal too pure, not a pulse star mark. This was a soft heat whisper laced with math talk. Teams at NASA, ESA, and others ran the same sums. Tried to model nature spitting primes 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 by chance. Odds came back crushing, less than 1 in 10 billion. Not a rock, not luck. Something in 3 Eyelas was or had been alive. It was counting. Then, just as the JWST crew tweaked tools for a tighter, deeper element scan, the object shut off. Signal quit. Not slow dim, sharp cut. 1 tick, 93-second beat thumped, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. Next, zip. Dead quiet, like a flip switched. In control, first thought. Tool glitch, bad sensor, tune-up mess. But soon, all scopes agreed. Hubble saw no light shift. But heat beat, primes, gone. Event not done though. Object didn't just hush, it started to vanish. At first, Hubble glitch guess, maybe tune issue. But in 24 hours post-signal, its shine dropped 40%. In 48, poof, gone. No boom, no bits flying, no breakup, no flash, no gas puff. Just off sensors. In the story, NASA sent quiet note to teams. Call it not wreck, but low-key data oddity. Code for no clue puzzle to probe more. Ground scopes hunted days along last path. No speck, no dust, no glow gas, no heat left over. Even its faint space wake and sun, wind faded like space ironed it smooth. Some thinkers now say 3 Eyelas was never solid like we think. Maybe a show, info shape, 3D signal in light and pull bends. When our scope stared too hard, maybe it hit max and folded. If so, deeper meaning, didn't vanish, finished, job done, whatever. In a hushed note at Jet Propulsion Lab, a Voyager vet summed it, like a shadow spots the watch and wipes self. When 3 Eyelas blinked out, deep quiet hit star watchers. Most folks thought it wrapped. Odd file, no fix, object gone. But science clings to data. 2 weeks post-vanish, ESA team in Darmstadt, Germany, dug old files. Not hunting object, knew it fled. Sifting JWST raw feeds, terabytes pre-gone. Checked quiet gaps between prime beats, thought primes were the note. But young Team Whiz said, what if prime's just the buzz? Math lure to pull our best tools on source. Real note in understatic, new dig. Strip bold primes, cosmic hiss, scope hum. Clean data showed leftover. Not loud, but wild complex weave pattern in record cloth. Too on purpose for mess, too tidy for nature. Across JWST waves, near to mid-heat glow, same sharp mark looped. Geometric ratio, math constant to 12 decimals. 1 every physicist knows, matches hydrogen glow lines, not jumble. Language, math. Weeks of code crack, team-shaped ratios to 1 loop visual. Echo, layered swirl. Mirrors DNA twist. Helix with eerie spot on, not word note. Code in physics life blocks. This flip-flopped 3 Eyelas take. Events clear. Old patient probe shows. Pulse's simple math bait. Primes, sure smart folks spot. Waits for us to bite. Aim big tech. When JWST hits hard, mission shifts. Knows eyes on. Sends real note. Not high, not alert, but nod. Complex data knot tying hydrogen physics, universe's top stuff, to DNA shape, our life base. ESA team, led by fake Dr. Moravec, dubbed Atlas Sequence. Mind blow, not threat. Shared being claim. Bridge life physics. Object says, we spot you. Grasp your build code like you grasp star code. Like far smart thing peered dark. Saw us as life kin. Then, job nailed, nod, sent and caught. It wiped self. Vanished. Mission, maybe billions years, done. Some say map to life start. Others, test if we smart to snag hidden note. But top view, one scientist felt deep. Not contact, not attack, not rally, just nod. Like vast smart peered dark. caught our fresh mind sparks and scopes, and math whispered back brief. Even post-vanish, Cosmos kept us on toes. Object gone, but Atlas sequence echo hung, math tie hydrogen to life geom, top data ever. Scopes stayed on empty sky spot, models running. Uni computers chewed path, time, note. Questions, no rush crisis, weighed heavier daily. Math of 300,000-year trip. Spot on time with our tech wake, wild empty start. Final lovely note. All point same creepy fact. Watched, not fear reach, but awe hush. Watch not mean, patient. In story, NASA, agencies keep cool public face. Stress natural odd sides, drop papers on weird speed, heat quirks, primes, Atlas stays secret, too big shift, easy twist sans frame, but private, pull top star pros, life experts, thinkers, wrestle shakes to our galaxy spot no. If fake, makers nailed tech past dreams, star hop beats our push no, stuff lasts eons radiation, watch ways so sly, patient, we miss. Hints they watch us like we eye anthill. Deepest, time perfect. Show when we grow eyes to see. No luck, pick, plan, but tail not end vanish. Weeks, months on, fresh sly puzzle starts. Same ESA team spots deep in raw feeds, mist and leave buzz. Not normal signal, pattern, soft loop echo in system background glow. Filter cosmic mess, structured lines pop. Two purpose, tidy for chance. All radio waves, same mark loops, not primes, not DNA swirl, new, simple geome ratio, 12 decimal sharp. Dr. Moravec team tags Atlas echo. Not to us, just there, steady math buzz and system weave, new. Some say map leftover, others test if we hear, curious, alert. But key view rings, event not contact, nod. Like far smart peer dark, saw us. Left tiny forever math scribble in our log, been here. Like vast beyond gaze space black, said, we see you too. Even after gone, Cosmos nags. Hidden note echoes point, same eerie truth. Observed, dark. Chance impossibles, hint, smart quiet in void. Patient, sharp, step ahead. Natural or made, luck or plan, story, core stays, not alone. Cosmos wrote note not words, but move, math. Note says, watched, just starting notice.